Yo, what's going on, everyone? Today we got an educational video. This video is titled How the Universe is Way Bigger Than You Think. Now, me personally, I'm a quantum physicist.
Cap.
Trust me, I know a lot about space. I know a lot about science. My IQ level is next to Einstein. I'm just saying.
Cap.
I'm just saying, that's all. I'm trying to be humble about it, all right? But today we got a video to react because my PlayStation account got suspended. So I'm trying to get it back. Once I get it back, we're going to go back to gaming, all right? Whatever y'all want to watch. But without further ado, let's get into this video.
You live here on this planet somewhere, and everything that you've ever known is located right
I don't live on Earth, by the way. I live somewhere else.
here. But just how small exactly is Earth when compared to the scale of the entire universe? Let's start by zooming out to where we can see our nearest cosmic neighbor, the Moon. You may think that the Moon is very close to Earth since it dominates our night skies, but in reality the Moon isn't this close to our planet, it's actually about this far away. 384,400 kilometers.
To be honest, according to my knowledge, that is not that far. Like, you can literally, considering you can literally go from Earth to Moon, that's not that far. Now, I don't know when we're going to make it to Earth to other planets. I think it's going to take 20 more years, but considering you're going from Earth to Moon, that's just not that far.
Away from you right now, on average, you could fit 30 entire Earths in between
Dang.
this distance, and if you somehow were able to drive a car at a constant 100 kilometers per hour
Bro,
speed,
that would
it
take...
would take you about 160 days to drive the entire
bro,
distance.
that's crazy.
Despite this incredible distance, however, 12 humans have actually set foot here, representing the furthest away that
bro,
any
how fast... Can someone let me know how fast does a rocket ship go from Earth to Moon? Like, what is the estimated time from Earth to Moon? Like, what, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour? Because I know a rocket ship, that shit goes fast. So yeah, someone let me know in the comments.
Human has ever been away from the Earth, and one of humanity's greatest achievements. This is what the Earth would look like from there if you were standing there with them, and if you wanted to communicate with somebody back at home, it would take a message about 2.5 seconds to travel between you and them, since that's how fast the speed of light can travel at. This is a photo that was taken on Mars, and that tiny dot that you see there is Earth as seen from the Martian surface. On average, Mars is an incredible...
Wait, hold on. This picture was taken on Mars, and that's the Earth? How far is it?
Martian surface. On average, Mars is an incredible 225 million kilometers away.
What do you mean on average?
What do you mean on average? Like, what is that supposed to mean? 401 million kilometers. That means that whenever humanity finally gets around to landing a human on the planet, that person will be 986 times further away from Earth than the astronauts who landed on the Moon. Zoom out even further away, we can find the Voyager 1 space probe, which is the furthest away man-made object from Earth. It is currently located 138 AUs from the Earth. AU meaning astronomical unit, which is the distance between the Earth and the Sun, which means that Voyager 1 is 138 times further away from us than the Sun is. At some point on its long voyage, Voyager 1 turned its camera around and took this photograph. It may not look like much at first, but in my opinion, this is the greatest single photograph ever taken in all of human history.
There's nothing there.
This tiny, pale blue dot is Earth, and I don't think that anybody has ever said something as amazing about this as Carl Sagan when he said, "If you look at it, you see a dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you ever heard of. Every human being who ever lived."
Bro. If y'all really think about it, bro, like, if y'all really think about it, bro, you're like an atom compared to a universe, bro. Like, if there's something out there that's like, I don't know, a living being out there, like, bro, just imagine the biggest black hole out there. I don't know what it is, but just imagine the biggest black hole out there. You're like an atom, bro. Like, it will probably like just suck you in and you won't even feel it. Like, you're just gone, just like that. That's how small you are, bro. Just let that sink in, bro. That's crazy, bro.
The aggregate of all our joys and sufferings. Thousands of confident religions,
only planet with emotions,
and
we don't know that,
doctrines.
I'm just saying.
Every hunter and every forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilizations, every king and every peasant, every young couple in love, every hopeful child, every mother and every father, every inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar,
we have no history of what is out there.
Every supreme leader, Every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Voyager 1 is
bro, if
currently
you really
traveling
think about
at
it, that's
17
crazy. Like, you're
kilometers
this
every
small compared to
single
everything.
second, but even at that speed, it won't break out of the reach of our solar system for another 30,000 years.
What?
Once we go beyond the solar system, we arrive in our interstellar neighborhood.
So you're telling me we have not even made it out of the solar system? Like, we're just in it. That is crazy. Like, bro. Okay, well, at least if you see like an asteroid come in or like a black hole come in, at least you can detect that, right?
Here we shift to the light year unit of measurement, which is the distance that light travels in a full Earth year, or about 9.461 trillion kilometers. The star Proxima Centauri here is the closest other star to us other than our sun, but it's still 4.24 light years away from us. To put that into perspective, if it was heading in the right direction, it would still take Voyager 1 over 70,000 years to reach it.
Hey, yo, Elon Musk, make something up real quick, bro. We are not waiting that long.
100 kilometers an hour, like in our previous example to the moon, it would take over 6 times longer than the entire age of the universe is
bro.
just
Who's
to
making that
finally
ride?
get
Who's
there,
actually
and
driving
it
that
wouldn't
far?
even exist still when
I'm just
you
saying,
arrived.
like, that's crazy.
When we zoom out even further, we can see the entire...
By the way, who took these pictures? If you never made it out there, how do you know our galaxy looks like this? You ever thought about that? What if it doesn't even look like this? Well, how do you know our universe looks like this? Like, bro, you've never been. This is just prediction. This is just a fiction of the mind. But like, you've never been outside, bro. How do you know? Somebody explain.
Milky Way galaxy, inside of which Earth is located right here. This yellow dot is the furthest extent of humanity's radio broadcasts
what is all this pink
history,
stuff out here,
which
bro?
means that any possible aliens who live outside of this range are totally unaware of humanity's presence. It's complete silence.
Well, you don't know that.
Again,
you're making assumptions.
As far as we are
you don't know what type of technology aliens
but
have.
the entire galaxy spans over 100,000 light years from end to end. There are over 100 billion stars and over 100 billion planets inside of our galaxy. But you have
you're telling me, okay, listen, you're telling me, I'm sorry for pausing, but like, you're telling me out of those 100 billion planets, there's not one with life? Come on, bro.
The full glory of the galaxy at night, because 99% of the stars that you can see with the naked eye are limited to this small, tiny region right here. But even this massive galaxy is nothing compared to the rest of what's out there. Zooming out even further, and we arrive at the local group of galaxies, a collection of 54 different galaxies that is about 10 million light years across.
Oh, no, there's definitely someone out there, bro.
And we can see the Virgo supercluster, of
We're
which
still
the local
going?
group here is just a tiny segment of.
Yo,
there are at least 100 other groups of galaxies just like our own local group inside of here, and the distance from one side to the other is a mind-numbing 110 million light years. But even the massive Virgo supercluster
we're
is
still
nothing
going.
but a quiet and tiny lobe of the great Laniakea
how do you
supercluster,
know this,
an
bro?
enormous
That's what I'm
structure that is
saying.
home to our galaxy as well as 100,000 other galaxies. The distance from one side to the other is 520 million light years. But from even there, we can zoom out all the way to the entire observable universe and see that even the titanic Laniakea supercluster is just a tiny and insignificant part of everything. This is the observable universe, and it contains everything that we know of. It is home to at least 2 trillion different and individual galaxies, which together contain more stars than there are grains of sand on the entire Earth. The distance from Earth to any side of the observable universe is 46.5 billion light years, which means that the entire width is...
Bro, when are we going to figure out what's out there, bro? Like, when are we going to build something so fast? I don't even think it's possible, bro. Like, if you were to build a ship that fast, you'd probably throw up in it and you probably have nauseous or something. You have to make something that's fast, but it's not making you feel weird. Like, it's just making it comfortable inside. Like, a snap of a finger and you're there. I think it's going to happen, but do you really want to do that just to find out what's out there? Like, what if it's something scary? What if you mess up with something? Who knows, bro?
93 billion light years across. What's perhaps even more interesting, however, is what actually lies beyond the observable universe.
Oh my God,
Keep
there's
in
still
mind
more.
that the observable universe is all that we can currently see, and it's entirely possible that the rest of the universe outside
telling
of
me
it
you can
is
see
vastly
93
larger
billion
and
light
more
years away?
fantastic
How?
than we can possibly ever imagine. We simply don't know what else is out there because the light from these incredibly distant places has
What if
not
it's like
yet
a
had
planet with
enough time
superheroes
in
and
the
shit, bro?
universe's
That'd be
history
crazy.
to reach us yet back on Earth. And the light from some places may never reach us at all. Because some parts of space very far away from Earth are expanding away from us faster than the speed of light, that means that the light from these places will never, in an infinite amount of time, reach Earth. Meaning that even if humanity is eternal and exists forever, there will still be an unknown number of places in the universe that we will never know about or ever see.
Well,
So,
you don't know
it is
that, bro. Like,
very
just think about
likely
it. If
that
the
as
Earth's gonna be
unbelievably
eternal,
enormous
you're
as
gonna
it
make
seems,
humans
the
are gonna make
observable
shit to
universe is
like
just
they're
a
gonna find a way to go
tiny
outside
slice
and
of what
look
we
at
can
these things,
currently
you know?
see of the entire universe. According to the theory of cosmic inflation that was proposed by Dr. Alan Guth, if it is assumed that cosmic inflation began at 10 to the negative 37th of a second after the Big Bang, and with the assumption that the size of the universe before inflation began was equal to its age times the speed of light, then this would seem to suggest that at the present day, the entire universe is 150 sextillion times larger than the observable universe. That number for reference looks like this, with this many zeros.
What?
Let this number sink in for just a
Nah,
moment.
bro.
This would be
Nah,
similar
bro.
to
Whoever
you
said that
thinking that
theory
the
was
entire
tweaking, bro.
observable universe, everything that you could see, was the size of a light bulb, but then realizing that in reality the entire universe is larger than the former planet of Pluto. Imagine a light bulb in the center of Pluto, but we inside the light bulb were totally
That's what I'm
unaware
saying,
that
bro. You're
Pluto
nothing but a
existed
small
outside
atom
of
in
it,
the universe,
and that's
bro.
a similar
You are
situation to
irrelevant
this.
in the
We are
universe.
all so unbelievably small, but you shouldn't
That's
worry,
crazy.
because all that means is that there is so much left out there for us to discover together.
But do you really want to discover that? Do you really want to discover that what's out there? Like, just say, example, you mess with something and you find out something that you don't want to find out. And then what? Like, our end of, like, at the end of the earth is going to be like 1 billion years or something like that when the sun starts to explode. But if you were to find out what's out there, you really want to bring the end of the earth faster by messing with something that's out there that you shouldn't be messing with? Just think about it, bro. Just think about it. Let it sink in. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Hey, once I get my PlayStation account back, we're going to get back to gaming, whatever y'all want to watch. And until then, I'll see y'all next time.